Hermit Ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. I need to do something nice and fun. I've had the most stressful 24 hours, actually 48 hours, I think, of the entire year. I'm not going to go into it now because, but let's just say I've upgraded my mobile phone. There was complications with it. I don't have my old number. I've been 48 hours without my old number. I can't access Glide. Nobody can contact me. It is an absolute nightmare. And the company that I'm with have just passed me from pillar to post and made loads of promises that they haven't stuck to. Other than that, I had a lot of Amazon deliveries, Christmas presents to be delivered yesterday to my place of work. They're saying they delivered them and they haven't, so they've all gone completely missing. And I am stressed. So I decided to just come on and do something quite nice and fun and take my mind off things. And talk about a deck that's arrived that I've not yet opened. It arrived yesterday, and a gift from the lovely Twist the Leaf. I have opened the card, and we'll start with this. We'll start with a gift. Let's do something really lovely. And this says, have you been a good boy or a bad boy? Which I thought was really, really nice. And then on the inside, there is this fantastic picture of Krampus, which, you know, I did the walkthrough of the decks that Robin sent me of the Krampus playing cards. I'm just reaching for them now. I've got these two versions, and I did a walkthrough of these earlier in the year, well, a couple of months ago. So he sent me this fabulous card, and it's got and it says, Simon, I saw this and I remembered your love of Krampus. Thank you for being a friend and a compassionate and caring man. Your presence in the world makes it a better place. Twist. And you know, when you are stressed and upset and feeling really down in the dumps, to receive even a card or a letter, a text message or whatever is just it really means a lot. So I'm going to put that on my tarot shelf with my other Christmas cards because I love it. And then he sent me this gift, which is really nice. I said, do I need to wait till Christmas? And he did say, it's completely up to me whenever I want to open it. I want to open it. I just need to do something really, really nice. So yeah. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh wow, it's one of those dolls. Oh, look at this. This is fantastic. It's a Krampus Pop Holidays. I love these. It's the vinyl figures. And yeah, there's a shop downstairs actually called The Entertainer, and they've got lots of these. This is fantastic. Look at this. If you could see my face now, I'm smiling from ear to ear. They always have these big heads, don't they? And he's got this little child in his little it's like a bucket on his back. That is awesome. How amazing. That has really put a smile on my face. Twist, thank you. One of the highlights of this year has been getting to know you better, having our chats. He's a fantastic person to talk to. Lots of knowledge around tarot. Not a content creator, but still very much part of the community, and most people know him by name. And This is brilliant. Again, this is going to go on my tarot shelf for people to see. So thank you. I'm just going to pop him there for now. Hey, I have a little Krampus doll. So twist. You will never know just how much you've lifted my spirits today by sending me that. So thank you very much. Okay, I wanted to talk about this deck. So this is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And this has kind of come on my radar because it is being given away. Spoiler alert, if you haven't opened the December Witch's Moon box, you might want to fast forward this bit now. Because this complete deck is being given as part of the Yule December Witch's Moon box. And I watched, as I always do, my friend Dan from the channel Epine du Veil, or Veal, open his Witch's Moon box the night before last. And I was so blown away by the artwork. I didn't realise just how close to the RWS images this deck was, that he got up to the Hermit and I hit the buy button. It was released in September of this year, so it's quite a new deck. It's by Lo Scarabeo. Oh, and it's beautiful. We've got the strength card here on the back of the box, and on the front we have the temperance card. I'm not sure if I can pronounce the name, but I'll have a go. I think it's Guilia F. Massaglia. Let's try and zoom in there as close as I can. I've got a new, well, as you know, I've just mentioned I've got a new phone, and I think the quality is a lot better with the camera. It has a double camera. So let's have a look. I do like the cardstock of Lo Scarabeo, so I'm assuming the cardstock will be pretty good. Yeah, cardstock is pretty good. It's not too thick. Oh, we've got a few little extras there. Yeah, I mean, it's not the thickest of cardstock, but, you know, it's okay. Oh, I like the backs. I do like the backs. I think they're really nice. Fully reversible. Here, we've got this little extra card that says, a special tarot invitation. Thank you for choosing this deck of magical cards. Lo Scarabeo invites you to learn more about your tarot deck and follow the Fool's footsteps into the fascinating world of tarot. So information that you can get from tarotassociation.net. We have this usual card that you get in Lo Scarabeo decks. We have the little book, which I'm assuming is in multiple languages. It is. Where does the English stop? Page 20. And starts on page 3. So you get 17 pages. Very typical Lo Scarabeo little white book. But these cards, we get the title card here as well. And I hope the blinginess is picking up. And, you know, they are very RWS, so shall we just zoom in a little bit? Yeah, I think that's good. So as we can see here, it's very traditional, even with the tunic is very similar in colours and styles. But we have this beautiful gold gilding on the cards, which is just lovely. Here is our magician. I mean, the Art Nouveau style is so beautiful. He actually reminds this magician, I don't know why, but there was a TV program when I was a kid called Monkey. It was an import TV show from China, and he reminds me of the main character, Monkey. Beautiful high priestess. She has the scroll from the Torah there. very in keeping with the headdress, the black and white pillars with B and J, the crescent moon, really beautiful. And of course I've just showed the black and gold RWS, but this is a nice alternative because it is very in keeping. I know we have decks like the golden universal, but this is really nice. Here's our Emperor. The Hierophant. Gorgeous. I love the Lovers. We've got people here full of figures as well. Really nice. This is such a beautiful version of the Lovers card. The Chariot. I think the strength is wonderful. She's not prizing the jaw open, but she's actually putting her hand within the lion's mouth, you know, completely calm, completely fearless, you know. Her arm kind of looks disjointed though. Really lovely. This gilding is really nicely done. Well, gold foiling rather than gilding, sorry. Look at the Hermit. This was the deal breaker. This was the card that made me hit the purchase button. It is one of my favorite Hermits. The expression on his face, just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I love the wheel. It's very traditional. Different kind of positions, but really, really nice. Here we have Justice at 11. So it's following the RWS system. The Hanged Man is stunning. Really beautiful. In the red and the blue. I like the position of the Death card as well. I love the two towers here, which you see in the Moon card. We've got the setting sun here with the path. There's a lot more detail. There's a lot more expression in this Death card. And here he is with his flag with the white rose. Ah, beautiful. This is, of course, on the title card and also on the front of the box, which is our Temperance card. Notice they're not titled. This is Los Scarabeo, so they tend to keep quite neutral when it comes to language on cards. Very often we get symbols, but here we're just getting the Roman numeral top and bottom. But if you are familiar with tarot, then you're not going to, I'm not even going to say the RWS, just with tarot in general, with the major arcanas, you're not going to struggle to know which each of the major cards are. Fantastic Devil card, love that. Again, it's the detailing and things like the clawed feet and just beautiful. Here we have our Tower card. Again, they are kind of out of proportion, which is always kind of not irked me, but it kind of makes me chuckle when I see Tower cards where, yeah, we'll leave it there. Beautiful star. The actual foiling on this is really, really stunning. It's almost like there is that night sky with that multitude of different shimmering stars in the sky, as well as the ones that are more prominent. Gorgeous. Love the close-up of the moon card with the two canine creatures. We have our crustacean here. Love the moon. There's those two towers again that we saw in the Death card. I like the way that they linked that. Here we have our sun, and our little baby has grown up a little bit. Not so much a baby now. I'd say more of a 6-7 year old perhaps. Beautiful expression on the horse's face. Really wonderful. Love this sun. It's gorgeous. And here we have the Judgment card. Very traditional, rising up from their graves for the Last Judgment. And the World card is stunning. Can we just, for a minute, appreciate the beauty of this card? Oh, wonderful. And then we have our minors. Which is beautiful. Again, very, very traditional to the RWS system. Our three maidens celebrating. I love this 4. We seem to have, what I like about this is the more sort of close up images, which we saw a lot in the 1970s with things like the Morgan Greer, etc., where we zoom in a little bit to get more of the expression, which I love. Look at that. Very little foiling on here, but I see why, because there is so much happening, so much detailing. It's just beautiful. Sniffing the flowers and enjoying the aroma from them. And you know, this is a card of nostalgia, and for me in particular, smells, certain music playing, tastes, any of those senses that are triggered that take you back in time to a certain place and time is just wonderful. And smelling that bouquet like she's doing there from one of the cups, and the card being about getting in touch with our inner child and nostalgia and happy times, happy memories. I really get that sense from that card. Gorgeous 7. We don't have a silhouetted figure here. It's quite, you know, in the light. Very traditional, very traditional. 8. I love that they kept that style of moon there in the sky. Beautiful pattern. Wow, this is fantastic. And for the minors, we have the number at the top and the suit at the bottom. So we see that this is the 9 of Cups. And our 10. The rainbow, the family scene, the children at play, although he looks like a very old, mature child. Here is our page with his fish in his cup. The knight with the horse's head. I often find it confusing with Los Caribbean when they do because they'll show like a helmet and very much a knight symbol for page. Unless you're familiar, I can understand why that would be quite confusing. But we have the horse, a bit like the knight in a chess set. And then we have 2 crowns, the queen and the king. And they are stunning. Our king and queen of cups. Wonderful. We have Pentacles next. Traditional with the garden and the archway. Beautifully done. 2 of Pentacles is wonderful. Love that. We have somebody who looks like a monk, a bit Friar Tuckish there. We're used to seeing the religious building and the person, you know, like a bit of, I think it's a stonemason, I like to think of him anyway, but it's somebody, you know, who is skilled and working hard. The 4, very traditional. I love the 5. There's very little gold foil in here, which I really appreciate, because I think if there was lots of gold foiling on something like the 5 of Pentacles, it would really detract from what the essence and message of the 5 of Pentacles is, because it is about that sort of impoverished sense, you know. The wealth, I assume, would be on the inside, And it's here shining through the stained glass window, and on the outside it's quite bleak. You know, you've got the bandages, the crutches, the rags that they're dressed in, the bandages, the snow, the cold, the bleakness of the Five of Pentacles. So to overlay it in gold foil would be remiss, I think, but we just see it very slightly shimmering through the windows, which is perfect. 6, 7. These are wonderful versions of the RWS. Wow. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Just beautiful. And every time I see the Nine of Pentacles now, I think of the first tarot play date, which the very first card was the Nine of Pentacles, and we did such an in-depth study of this card. Every time I see it now, every time it comes up in a reading, it makes me smile. And I think this is a wonderful version. The gloved hand and the bird of prey with the hood on. You know, it's about the unity between the two of them, and the unity between the self and the environment, nature versus nurture. It's just wonderful. Here we have the 10 of the old gentleman and his dog. Unlike the RWS traditional Pixies artwork, which is quite busy as an image, and it's quite hard to make out that he's patting the dog on the head. It's very clear here. We've got a lovely, clear, crisp scene. And then we have our page and our knight. Beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Look at the little hair there. Oh, wow. Oh, I love this deck. It wasn't the cheapest for a Low Scarabeo deck. I think it was £27, which for mass market is a little bit more on the high end. I usually get them for about 16, 17, 18 pounds. But when Dan showed a few of the cards, he didn't show them all, but when he showed a few of these cards, I was like, yes, it's wonderful. It is very RWS, even down to the stonemasonry here, you know, and the holding the world in his hands for that Two of Wands. It's just so beautifully done. And Low Scarabeo at the moment seem to be the masters, don't they, at the gold foiling decks. I've got quite a few now. The celebration again, the event. This is very close up. As is this. I like the high horse card, the Six of Wands, but to have it face on coming towards us with this staff, this wand here with the reef. Wonderful. Beautiful landscape below there. It's just gorgeous. Wow. Heavy load of the 10. It's actually even struggling to get them off the ground. We're used to seeing them kind of over the back. Our page. Wow, there's the knight charging forward. The queen with her black cat that's normally sitting upright to attention, just strolling by, and it's just such a beautiful card. The artwork is stunning. Wow. And then we go into our swords, our final suit. Oops, rushing ahead. Oh, look at that for the Two of Swords. This was this week's study card. And it is just wonderful. We don't have the ships being tossed around on the waves, but we still get the moon, the blindfold, the crossed arms, sitting on the concrete pillar or block. Really beautiful. 3, quite traditional. Love this angle as well for this tomb. We often see that as somebody resting, but this is an eternal rest. But look at the beautiful window. Five. Love the 6. Gorgeous. 7. Wow, love this red dress for the 8 of Swords. Just wonderful. 9. Do you see what I mean about the kind of zoomed in close-up look at the characters? You get to see more detailing as well on this patchwork quilt that is so synonymous with the 9 of Swords. A 10. And we have our page, the Knight. So much energy and action in that card. Beautiful Queen. And our King. So there we have it. That is the Art Nouveau, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. Absolutely beautiful. If you love RWS, you will love this deck, I am sure. I'll just zoom out. Oh, zoomed out a little bit too much there. I forgot you can zoom right out on this this camera. So yeah, let me know what you think. I know it hasn't been around a long time. As I said, it was released in September, so just 3 months ago. But I was only aware of it when I heard about this deck being given away free with the Witch's Moon box for Yule, which has a gold theme. So clearly why they chose to give this deck as a gift for subscribers to the Witch's Moon. Okay guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you for indulging me. I just needed to come on tonight and just do something fun. Final day at work tomorrow, and then I'm off for almost 2 weeks for the Christmas and New Year festivities. So yeah, probably see a little bit more of me. Sorry I've been absent all week. I think the last video I did was perhaps the live with Dan on Saturday. So it's just been crazy busy, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you for watching guys, and until next time, go in peace, namaste, and blessed be.